Hi, this is Linda from Craft on Cue, and I'm here with a quick project share. I was inspired to do this very first ICAD by Shelley Graham Turner. She's doing a 30-day index card in a day, and asked for people that follow her on, I guess, Facebook and YouTube, if they would like one of these, to send her a private message, and she would do one for those who responded to that. So I did, and she made an index card for me the other day, and you may have seen that video. It's just gorgeous. So I wanted to reciprocate and do an index card for her, and I've never done one before, so this is my very first one. And there's tons of inspiration out there for these index cards. Of course, Linda Lapotka does the Rolodex card a day. Hi, Linda. I love her creativity, and she never seems to run out of ideas, and she's a excellent inspiration if you're looking for ways to work in your art journals, or for these index cards or Rolodex cards. Another inspiring artist is Phyness over at Fluorescent-Pink-Glass. She's also doing an index card a day this month for her birthday, just like Shelley is. And then I'm sure many of you are familiar with mixed media Jenn, and she's extremely talented as well. There's a online index card a day, daisy yellow something, I can't remember. Maybe it's just daisy yellow, and they're doing an index card a day, and I believe they give you prompts. I've briefly looked over their website, but I haven't started to do the projects yet. So anyway, without further ado, the background on this particular card was inspired by Mead. Mead Designs. She's has a website called insightsandbellylaughs.com. I first discovered her on Facebook and in one of the groups that I follow, and she had done a background using acrylic paints. So this is one of the colors I use, this pale blue. This is Persian red, but to me it's pink. A palette knife. She also uses a different kind of palette knife. I just don't have that kind, so this was the one I used. After that, I added a little of this Claudine Helmuth Studio acrylic paint in landscape green. I love these paints by Claudine Helmuth, but apparently they're being discontinued, or have been. And then I also use a bit of this Lemonade by Folk Art paint, and that's how I did the background. I just added colors until I got something that I liked. Then I started working on a little texture, and I used this hot pad along with some rich cocoa Memento ink. I also used some bubble wrap with some of this gesso, and I believe some of my other textures to get this effect on the back. Then I ran it through my Big Shot with this Cuttlebug folder that's called, what is this called? Honeycomb. And then after that, I wanted these lines to stand out a bit, but I didn't want it to be obnoxiously white either. So I took, again, my gesso and a makeup sponge and almost made it like a dry brush type of effect, and I just rubbed it over there, and that gave this texture here. I don't know if you can see that real well, but that was how the texture was done. And I drew this bird. For some reason I've been trying to draw birds and houses lately. So first thing I did was I drew one on some book paper, and there's the wing, and this was my template to use, and also my practicing to practice the features and the eye, and use that, as I said, as a template, and use some of this wipe off paper from my book. And after I cut it out and used Mod Podge to glue him down, I drew in the designs. Then I used first a paint pen, and it didn't stand out very much, so then I decided to give it a little dimension and use my pearl pen on the wing, and I like that a lot. Then I did use some black soot before I adhered him down around the edges, but I didn't think that gave it enough pop, so I used my Stabilo all pen, went around it, and then used my water brush, and that helped a lot. To draw in the beak and this little fold in his neck, I used my Pitt pen. This one is the, I guess, small, and then used acrylic paint and also this Pitt pen for his eye. The sentiment came from this stamp set from Unity. The stamp set, I'm not sure what this, oh, Good in Every Day is the stamp set. This is one of those stamps of the week, and the sentiment says, "Every day may not be good, but there is good in every day." I like that a lot. So I could just imagine this bird saying that. I have some raindrops here that were rhinestones from this David Tutera bridal collection that I got a while back, I believe at Michael's. Might have been, I'm pretty sure Michael's. So I also used black soot right around the edges of this. The two little hearts were colored in with my Stampin' Up. What color is this? It is Pretty in Pink. So I put a little marker in there. I edged this, and I actually edged it before I put the bird on, but I used this Inca Gold Steel Blue around the edges, and that's the first time I've used this color, and I thought it complemented nice. I thought about using then black soot around the edge after the blue, but I thought that might make it look dark and dreary, and I wanted this to be more whimsical and fun and upbeat, so I think I'm going to leave it at that. And that's everything I did to this card, and it will be going in the mail either later today or tomorrow to Shelley, and I really want to thank her for thinking of me on her index card today during her birthday month. Happy birthday, by the way, to Phyness and to Shelley. And my hubby is celebrating a birthday next week. So this is a joyful month for sure. And I think that's about all there is on this card and for this project share. So thank you so much for watching, have a great day, and God bless.